confession. Last month, I made more money listening to Taylor Swift and Drake than I did working my actual job. And when Spotify finds out what I'm about to show you, they are going to lose their minds. Look, I know this sounds absolutely insane, but I just spent 30 days testing apps that claim to pay you for listening to music. I listened to exactly 1,000 songs across 6 different platforms, and what I discovered will blow your mind. My name is Richard, and over the past few years, I've tested hundreds of ways to make money online. But this might be the least money I have ever made. Here is what's crazy. While you're paying Spotify $10 a month to listen to music, there are apps out there that will actually pay you to do the exact same thing. Now, I have seen those viral videos claiming you can make $7 per song or even $15 just by hitting play. Most of them are complete BS. But after testing 6 different apps for an entire month, I found something that actually works. But before we dive in, let me be completely transparent with you. I'm going to show you the realistic earning potential of these apps, not some fantasy numbers. Some of what I share are projections based on optimal usage, and I clearly mark those so you know exactly what's real versus what's theoretical. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 apps that actually paid me real money, the 3 apps that were complete scams, the exact earnings and realistic projections, and the strategy that could maximize your income from these platforms. But here is the thing, this window of opportunity won't last forever. These apps are getting more popular, and some are already limiting new users. Let me start with brutal truth. Most of these get paid to listen to music apps are designed to waste your time. Look, I'll be honest, when I started this experiment, I felt like a complete idiot. I'm sitting there with cash for minutes for an hour, making literally 5 cents, thinking this is exactly why people think online money making is a scam. I almost quit right there. I tested cash for minutes first. You know, the one where you call phone numbers to listen to radio broadcasts. The math is absolutely terrible. You earn 3.375 cents per minute. That is less than $2 per hour. Even if you have unlimited minutes, you make more money picking up pennies off the streets. Then there is Slice the Pie, where you write music reviews. Sounds legit, right? Wrong. I spent 70 seconds listening to a song, wrote a detailed, honest review, and got this message: review written too quickly, doesn't qualify. I earned exactly $0. Hold up, before I show you what happened next, pause this video and comment below. What's the worst make money online experience you have ever had? I wait. Okay, because what happened next will make your worst experience look like a gold mine. RadioEarn, complete disaster. The website is so sketchy with pop-ups that you can barely navigate it. And when you finally get it working, the earnings are microscopic. But here is where my entire perspective changed, because the next 3 apps, they actually delivered real money. Not life-changing amounts, but legitimate earnings that add up over time. Now, here is where I get really excited. App number 1, current rewards. This one surprised me, right? You get $5 just for signing up. And yes, I actually received it. Then you listen to over 100,000 radio stations. Each song pays around 66 cents. But here is the kicker. Your first few songs pay way more as a bonus. I made $9.33 in my first session. That is actually money I withdrew. The downside, you need $90 to withdraw, and you only get a few songs per day. But if you are patient and consistent, this adds up to about $15 to $25 per month with regular use. App number 2, Givy. This is where things get interesting. It's only available on Android, but the payout threshold is incredibly low, just $1.40 for PayPal. You earn 1 cent per 1,000 points, and points accumulate faster than you think. In my testing, I earned about $3.50 in the first week. The music is actually good. I was jamming to Belgium dance radio while making money. Realistic monthly earnings, $10 to $20 if you're consistent. Now, I know what you're thinking. This app aren't exactly life-changing. Yes, and you are right. But here is where it gets interesting. The strategies that changes everything. Instead of focusing on one app, I developed a system running multiple apps simultaneously, optimizing listening times and treating this like a small side business. Here is a realistic projection projection. If you use all 3 working apps consistently for 30 days, listen during commutes, workouts, and downtime, you could potentially earn $50 to $80 per month. That is not quit your job money, but it's real money for something you're already doing. Let me be completely honest about my actual results versus what's theoretically possible. My real 30-day results, current rewards $23.50, which is my actual withdrawal. Givy $14.20, actual earnings. Other apps $8.30 combined. Total real earnings $46. Time invested about 45 minutes per day. Actual hourly rate $3.50 per hour. Now, if someone were to optimize this system using all apps during peak bonus periods, maximizing daily limits, and scaling across multiple devices, the theoretical monthly earnings could reach $150 to $200. But that is a projection, not a guarantee. Now, let's look at this realistically. Why $46 per hour isn't life-changing? It's still $552 per year for listening to music you will listen to anyway. That's a nice vacation fund or emergency buffer. The truth is, these apps work, but they are not going to replace your income. They are a legitimate way to earn some extra cash for something you're already doing. Here is what I have noticed over my months of testing. These opportunities do have expiring days. Current rewards are already reduced their per song payouts twice since I started. Givy is limiting new Android users, and several apps I tested 6 months ago have either shut down or drastically reduced payouts. I'm sharing this now because this app are still paying decent rates, but based on the pattern I have seen with similar platforms, you probably have 6 to 12 months before payouts decrease significantly. The early adopters always get the best rates, and right now you are still relatively early. Look, I'm not going to lie to you and say this will replace your job, but in a world where people are struggling to make ends meet, an extra $50 to $150 per month for doing something you already do, that is legitimate money. The apps I tested are linked in the description below, along with my exact strategy for maximizing earnings. But here is the thing: if you want to learn how to build multiple real income streams that actually replace your job, I have created something special in my master coaching class where I break down the exact system I use to build sustainable online businesses. This music app strategy is just one small piece of a much bigger puzzle. The link is in the description below. I am not going to create fake scarcity or pressure you. If you are genuinely interested in learning proven strategies for building real wealth online, check it out. If not, that is totally fine too. Before you go, I am curious, would you rather make an extra $50 per month doing something easy, or will you prefer to learn skills that could eventually replace your income? Let me know in the comments. If this honest breakdown helped you understand what's actually possible with these apps, hit that like button and subscribe for more realistic money making strategies. Next week, I'm testing those AI apps that claim to pay you just for signing up. I show you my real results, both the successes and the failures. You won't want to miss that one. What's going to be? Don't thank me, and you wake up.